Hello and welcome to the Cardiac Cats YouTube channel. I'm your host Jacob Shorba, and we've got another signing, not a big one here, but this is for backup quarterback Nick Mullens on a 2-year, $6.5 million deal with roughly half of it guaranteed. So we're going to discuss this, what Nick Mullens has been throughout his career and what the Jaguars are getting, and it's honestly pretty simple video here, not going to be that long. We are talking about a backup player. Now, Nick Mullens, he was someone who played a decent amount for the Vikings in 2023. I remember watching some of those games. What I remember seeing was the guy who was very aggressive in the way he played the game. Very aggressive. And you see that here when you look at this stuff. 7 turnover-worthy plays in the game against Detroit, right? It's not like, I don't know. You got to look at this and understand we're not talking about a starter. We're not talking about someone like that. But we're talking about someone who's going to be a backup. And I think with Nick Mullens, you're getting a guy who's going to be aggressive, someone who's going to come in and try to make big plays when he's on the field. And you're going to have hits, you're going to have misses, right? And you see that throughout his career. The touchdown and interception ratio, nearly 1-to-1, right? And that's just part of the ride you sign up for with him. Now, part of the reason why I think the Jaguars made this move was Grant Udinski. You know him here as well. He's obviously very familiar with Mullens. Might be someone that he thought more of than what they paid him and thought would be a good backup. Someone who's going to probably understand a little bit about the system. Of course, it's going to be Liam Cohen's team, but Udinski's going to have a say in things. So, makes sense from that perspective for the Jaguars. One thing I do like about this, once again, I apologize for the coughing. I've got sick at the literal worst time of the year, but we're still going to truck through this. Nick Mullens, coming to Jacksonville, $3 million a year roughly. It's not a lot of money for a backup, right? We've seen some of these players go for like 5 to 10, and honestly, at that point, it's not really something I want to invest a lot of money in. So it's not a bad deal. Jacksonville keeps it cheap, and the good thing about Mullens, well, you get a lot of turnovers. Mullens is someone who is going to at least try to move the ball and try to make plays. That is very much what stood out about him when I watched some of the games from him in 2023. As far as how long he's been in the NFL, he's had 7 years. One he took off in 2019, wasn't on a team then. He's going to be 30 years old here soon, so it could be someone they keep around for a while. But, of course, backup quarterback is not a position that there's a lot of continuity at. So, those are my thoughts on this. Not a ton to share, but that's where we are. It was a need. Sorry. It was a need for the Jaguars. They filled that, and now your quarterback room is pretty much set for the season. So, with that said, I want to thank our channel members, Premier Seer 904, Nightmare Eco, Gator John Bites, Ichi Wiener, Mr. Dolphin, Scrubber Ducky 500, and Brian Foster. Thank you all for supporting the channel. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one. Go Jags.